Howdy, Immortallium here, and I'm back to do some more Gamedle, in particular the daily modes. We didn't get them done last week, but that was because, I was taking a week off. It's one of my 2 weeks off during the year, so, I was just having a bit of a relax. But anyway, without any further ado, you guys aren't here to hear me ramble about that. You're here to watch me guess these daily modes. So let's start with the classic mode first. Okay, so we've got quite a classic looking cover here. Kind of makes me think it could be the early 90s, late 80s kind of era. We have what appears to be some kind of demon. I see one average guess, huh? Well, I don't immediately recognize this. Unless it's, what was that game that I played one time? It was called Beyond Oasis. Is that an option? No, it isn't. Okay, so it's not Beyond Oasis. Okay, I'm just going to guess for the moment because I need a bit more. Prince of Persia. Okay, so let's see. What is that? Looks like some little guy inside like some clothing. And you got a dragon, it looks like. Eastern style dragon. So yeah, I'm thinking China or Japan or something setting wise. But what could that be from this era? There's those Shinobi games, but I doubt it's one of those. But again, I just need to get some more of this. Oh god. Should I be able to recognize? I mean, obviously I should. It just... What I'm thinking is, like, maybe I'm not familiar with this game. I'm literally drawing a blank, folks. I'm gonna check a couple of things. If I put in the word Oni, because Oni, for those who don't know, is a style of like Japanese demon. Well, you have your Onimushas and stuff, but that's not what I was... What if I used the word demon? Let's just go with... I honestly have never heard of these ones, so let's go with Demon Sword. Oh god, you're not giving me anything here. No. Oh god, the last two here are probably going to be these two, the most useless parts. I need some up here. Oh god, what is this? Oh, no, it couldn't be. What's that game about the... Is Decap Attack? No. So you had Decap Attack. That was one that was like that. Oh, and Ghosts and Goblins? That's another one, right? Is it Ghosts and Goblins? Oh, it is Ghosts and Goblins! Oh my god, I got that finally. 1986. Okay, so I was right that it was like the late 80s. Yeah, again, that's a game that I've heard so much about. Everyone talking about how brutally difficult it is. But I've never played it. So that was just kind of a... I was racking my brain for like, the kind of like demon stuff. Fantastic. Okay, good. Okay, so next step. Artwork. Okay, so this has what I would probably call a more modern design. For some reason, I doubt it, but for some reason it makes me think of Final Fantasy XIV. I don't know what it is. I think someone has an outfit like that in like the promotional materials. Yeah, so it isn't. What is that? Looks like a person inside of a lizard suit. Oh god, okay. And that sword should probably... It looks distinct. It's got those little... This looks vaguely familiar. I will say that. But what this could be... What about... Is it called... Oh really? I thought there was a game called Vagrant Story. That isn't an option? Huh, that surprises me. Okay, so what else could this be? Because it's not Zelda. This... Link is not this buff. I will tell you that for a fact. I'm trying to think of like buff. Like I'm kind of thinking, I don't know why, it makes me think this might be a Japanese game. It has this Japanese-ish aesthetic. What about if we go with like a Tales game for the moment? I don't really recall anyone being that buff in Tales. Well, that's a lie, actually. There's some pretty buff people in Tales, but not quite like that. This is really bothering me because this looks oddly familiar. So let me say, think. So Tales of Vesperia, Final Fantasy 14. So it's not Final Fantasy, it's not Tales. Like, it's not Dragon Quest. Good God, it's certainly not Dragon Quest. So, there's, like, the Breath of Fire games. Could it be a Breath of Fire? No. Oh, man. It's not Monster Hunter. Because these certainly don't look like any monsters I'd have ever fought in Monster Hunter. Oh, this is definitely like a party. It took me a moment. I think that's that's a bow he has because that's a quiver on his back. So you got a two-handed guy, like a two-handing a big sword. You got an archer. This is probably a mage. So it's party-based. What wizardry games are there? Bane of the Cosmic Forge. I highly doubt. Well, let's guess this just for the moment. Okay. That isn't what I expected there. So, could this be a Fire Emblem? God, and which one would it be? Let's just go with Radiant Dawn for the moment. I have no idea. This is really bothering me because I feel like I should be able to tell. Am I right? Is this a Japanese game? There's just something about the artwork that makes me think it's a Japanese game, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's a Western game. Oh God, what could this be? Let me think. I'm gonna stick with the Japanese side of things for the moment. If it turns out to not be the case, then, you know, I'm sorry. For a moment I thought, could it be Final Fantasy Tactics? But it's not a Final Fantasy game. It says wrong franchise down there. And would surely say right franchise, wrong saga, I think, if it was Final Fantasy Tactics. It's not Persona. It's not Shin Megami Tensei. It could be Etrian Odyssey. Okay, I'm just gonna guess because I don't have anything else. Let's go with Etrian Odyssey 2. It's Valkyrie Profile. Okay, well, you know what? I've never played those games. I would like to at some point, but I've never played them. I was right. It is a Japanese game. I didn't think... I don't know. I guess it is a party-based thing, I think, because isn't the gimmick that each party member is connected to, like, one face button or something like that? This is coming from someone who's never played them. I just heard about them. So yeah, it would be a party-based thing. Okay, well, you know what? You can't win them all, can you? What the hell? This has to be a Metal Gear Solid, right? Maybe actually I should go with 2 just because it has Snake in the title. Yeah, wrong. Saga. Okay. So I've never played a Metal Gear game. I want to, but I just haven't gotten around to it yet. I do admit that I was very excited when Konami announced their... Is it called the Master Collections, or what did they call it? And then it came out and it seemed like they hadn't done that much work on it. So I was a bit disappointed from that perspective. Maybe if it's like gets heavily reduced in the future, I will pick it up then. But I don't know. Okay, so we do know it is a Metal Gear game. It's probably a Metal Gear Solid game since it says wrong saga. Cover system. I mean, that could be a lot of them. Again, I don't know too much. 1960s. I think I remember hearing that the 5th one is like a prequel. So it could be the Phantom Pain. Oh, it probably isn't actually, because it says fixed camera. So this fixed camera means that it would be an older one. It probably won't be 4, because 4 came out on the PS3, I think. I can't recall if I've seen footage of the 2nd and 3rd games, which were for PS2, where they fixed camera angle. I'm gonna guess the very first Metal Gear Solid, because I know that has a fixed camera angle. Oh god, okay. What else? There's so many Metal Gear Solid games, and there's all these... Like, I think Sons of Liberty is the main one, right? Substance, I can't remember. Snake Eater seems to be the main when... I'm stumbling on my words, folks. Main one here. And Subsistence, I guess... I don't know what Subsistence is. Jungle, I think... I've seen promotional material for that upcoming remake of 3. So I think it could be that. Hey, there we go. Okay, we got that. So that's fixed. Those are fixed camera angle ones. Huh? Interesting. But yeah, I just had this image, the shots of like it's your man Snake in the water, I think. So yeah, that was just kind of just guesswork at near, but you know, it was kind of an educated guess. Okay, let's move on to my favorite mode. So this is guessing. So as usual, I will start off with Wolfenstein. That has served me well in the past. Oh man, we've already got some good information here. 2014. Ooh, that's big. Alright, get rid of action. Yeah, see, so it's not a fantasy, it's not a sci-fi. It's not historical, it's not stealth, it's not warfare. First person is a mode in it. But it can be other stuff as well. Man, okay, there's some very interesting information here. Okay, I'm going to take a quick glance at what 2014 games there are and get back to you folks. Okay, so I've picked out some games that I think this could possibly be. So, looking at the list, so there's Far Cry 4. Now, I don't know if there is another version, like, other than first person that, because if you were to ask me about Far Cry, all I know about Far Cry is that it's first person, in terms of perspectives. I do know now that there seems to be some multiplayer in them. In the past I didn't know there was, but... So let's start with that, okay. Ooh, this is big actually. This is very big. It's a Ubisoft game. Oh, wait. What? Hang on. We know it's not a stealth game, so it's not Assassin's Creed. The first thing that popped in my head was Assassin's Creed, but it's not a stealth game. So it can't be Assassin's Creed. Because that game is all about the stealth. But we do know that it's possibly open world, possibly a sandbox, possibly the two of them. Because it's not a stealth game, it's not historical, and it's not warfare. Far Cry 4 is historical? Oh. I wonder why. Okay, so I'm going to take another glance to see what Ubisoft released that year, because I have no idea. Okay, so having glanced, there's only 2 possibilities that I've come across. Maybe there's more, but the Watch Dogs and The Crew, those are the 2 that I've kind of come across that I'm thinking maybe they could be them. Okay, so it's not that. What about The Crew? It was The Crew. Okay, good. So I was able to narrow that. It really helped that Ubisoft was there. Like, holy moly. Like, I had the year, I had Ubisoft, so that narrowed it. And also I knew it wasn't a stealth game, which takes out a lot of their catalog. So, yeah. So, heading back to the main page. So, that was the daily modes. So wait, which ones? So I got classic, I believe. I think I failed artwork. But I got the keywords and I got the guess, right? So, you know, again, that wasn't too bad, and as usual, quite enjoyable experience. So anyway, thank you very much for watching, folks. Hopefully you enjoyed watching this video. If you did enjoy the video, you know, maybe check out some of my other content, such as, you know, the streams and like the edited versions of the streams that I do as well. You know, definitely go check those out. Also, I run a channel called Victory Achieved Gaming, where you can see me guide a friend through some pretty challenging games. And I also run a blog, Immortalliumblog.com. Every Monday, a new blog post goes up covering a wide range of topics such as anime, manga, video games, horror movies, Western animation, etc., etc. So, yeah, that's everything, folks. So thank you very much for watching, and I will talk to you guys next time. So have a good one.